Welcome back to Secrets Between the Stars, episode 20-something, 24, penultimate, still haven't learned.
Never gonna.
I'm going to clean 25 next week, and we don't number the finales. It's a real shame. My name is Corey, I'm your GM and host for the evening, and let's meet our players and characters. We'll start on my left.
I'm Marcus. I play Valia, the KL operative sniper. My fun fact is, I think that there's a part of the farm that Valia might still feel nostalgic for after this at some point. It's gonna leave a lasting mark in multiple ways.
It was a simple life.
It ain't much.
It did just cost everything.
Hi, I'm Riley. I play Clementine, the Raxolite envoy and captain of the CS Verity. And fun fact, contrary to how I am, Clementine loves spice. Like, ghost pepper level, that's heaven for her. So...
She feels the pain.
yeah. She's like, I want it to burn.
She would crush hot ones.
Oh my god.
She would show Sean who's boss.
She'd just be like,
Ask me another question.
She eats the bone.
I didn't need any milk.
I hate the bones.
She ate the bones. I wonder if anyone, because I know Conan put them in his pockets and stuff. I wonder if there's anyone on Hot Ones that has just taken the drumstick and just went, just right down the hatch. Sean is just he panics the whole time.
Eat it like a cartoon character where you pull out nothing.
Like some Tom and Jerry shenanigans.
Oh man.
I'm Kevin. I play Gizmo, and a fun fact about Gizmo is he does like stolen vinegar, but that's not too enough for him sometimes, so he goes and just licks batteries, like full car batteries, not both.
Car batteries? How many times did he lick that generator on the farm?
Oh my god.
That's why it broke.
it's
That's how he got cracked, yeah.
You chewed on it one time.
Sorry.
You're
That's
just
all
sitting
we
at
put on
home
the
bored, and you're like, I'm a little hungry. I know, and you go find your double D battery. You just,
That's Gizmo's equivalent of a bloomin' onion.
Once in a while.
No wonder some of your fur is singed.
oh my god. Does he taste anymore?
You find a battery and you stick a straw in it like a Capri Sun.
That's just in his hand.
It's like mouthwash. You don't swallow it. You just.
He spits it at Widget, who does swallow it. He baby birds batteries.
So cursed.
Skip me. I don't have a fun fact anymore. My fun fact's I'm horrified. My fun fact is Aster caught him doing that, and Aster and Gizmo have never spoken about it.
It was 4 a.m.
Oh my
What's your fun fact, Corey?
Oh my god. My fun fact is that I endorse everything. We have said it, it's all canon.
You allow this to exist in your universe.
Oh
Giving
man,
us too much power.
it's funny. Well, welcome back to the final boss episode of Secrets Between the Stars, where we last left our band of criminals. They were on a farm, stuck in a small little time loop where they kept dying and repeating the day over and over again. As they were trying to solve their way out of it, Aster woke up after reliving some horrific memories of his past, but finding that in order for him to break free and truly stop what's being done, he needs his friends, and his friends are the strength of his power. So after escaping, telling Pepper that they will go save them and kill a giant.
No context.
Absolutely none. Pepper said yes, and they flew to where the four. I punched the mic. The four friends are located. After Aster gets in there and has some terse back and forth with Elizus, he is able to mentally project himself into the farm that the four other people are in, being a special guest on Sprocket's late night show. After they have the special guest episode, the lights shut off and it's just Sprocket and Gizmo alone saying their final goodbyes to each other, as Sprocket will not be seen again. They overload the system of the time loop by blowing it up with Aster's magic, as well as exploding at the same time as the nuclear reactor that explodes each night. And they find themselves chained to chairs under the watchful eyes of Elizus. As Aster was knocked out and unconscious, he was carried over a large pit where he was dropped as he incinerated all the people that were carrying him in his bit of trying to get his friends out. As he falls, he sees the mouth of what looks like an astral dragon opening its maw up, trying to consume him, and at the last moment, a figure in armor that looked a lot like Astra grabs him and throws him to safety, getting consumed by the dragon. Chip, unable to break out of the chair, is trying to force his way out, but keeps getting pulled back into the time loop. And as he's doing that, he sees the dragon emerge from the hole and break itself out of the ceiling, exposing the night sky. And that is where we are now. You four stand at the edge of a large hole in the center of this room that seems to go on for miles and miles. As you look around, you hear the panicked screams and shouts of people from the outside as this astral dragon that has Astra inside of it rips and tears its way out of the ceiling and its confines of this room. And you see it open it up, let out a mighty roar, and then launch itself into the night sky, begin flying away, ramming into every building that it possibly can on its way. And you are left in a now quiet-ish room as you see Chip beginning to try to stand up from the chair and get pulled back in. And you see where once Elizus was sitting is now a half-decrepit skeleton sitting in an empty throne, just slack completely.
What just happened?
It ate my sister. It ate my sister.
What was that?
Dragon.
Where did the dragon come from?
Pit.
Well, we saw that.
It was gonna eat me, but then she came crashing in, and then she saved me.
This is way above our pay grades.
How did we even...
We gotta get to the ship.
Where are we?
You're on the ring. You're in the entertainment district. I came in here. I talked to Elizus, who was like a skeleton man, and then I don't know.
As you all sit in there in silence for a second, you see Chip begins to stand up again, and then you hear a loud mechanical sound, and you see astral chains wrap around him, pull him back in, and then they fade away, and he tries to stand up once again.
Chip, stop. It's... Well, we need to help him. We're still chained in...
You guys are free. The chains are free. You've been able to walk up to where that hole was.
How do we help him? We couldn't even get the astral chains off you, and you had you're still holding the hilt, but
No, I made it good. Well, I made it neutral, and then I'll make it good.
okay.
It's a long story. Just know, magic.
How'd you get here? Magic or?
Well, the ship.
Right
Well,
as you
I found
say,
you guys with magic.
right as you say the ship, you see and hear the Verity approaching, and it quickly. This hole is massive. It is large enough for several ships to be able to fly into. The Verity flies in and is idling. It doesn't fully land. It's just idling, and you see the back gate open as Pepper runs out, and she goes, "What happened? Where's everybody? What's going on?"
Did you see that dragon?
Yes, I saw the dragon.
Hey,
it's
so
ruining. It's wrecking the city.
I was wrong about it being a giant. It's a giant dragon. It's more specific.
You have to be so. There's
I
another
didn't
word
know.
you forgot.
I didn't know.
Esther!
Okay.
And she looks around. She goes, "Where's Chip?"
He's stuck, but we can't really get past those chains.
And she looks down and she goes, "Oh my god!" And she looks at you, Valia, and she throws the keys at you. And she goes, "Go handle that. I'll get him."
Okay.
Into the ship?
Into this. And she runs off.
If anything happens, Chip has an emergency beacon. Activate it.
Got it. Thank you. And you see her starting to pat Chip's face, going, "Come on. You're okay. You can make it." As you guys see that now.
Was that chip or was the chair fastened down? Is it connected to the things around it?
You see the chair. It looks like it was warped out of the metal that is on the ground. It was fashioned. It was almost think Full Metal Alchemist, how they like just kind of make it appear out of the thing. It kind of looks like that, where it was like
Like it's an
forced to
extension.
exist out of the ground that is there. And you see that the chains, there's no chains there. There's wires that have some of your blood kind of stuck like on the ends of them. But there's nothing like else to this that you can see.
Okay, so we couldn't like pick him up while still in the chair and move him onto the ship.
Right. It is the ground.
All right. Do we fight it in the thing? In the ship? Do
I
we shoot
mean,
it?
we can't really fight it like on our own, except maybe you. You can fly.
Get me
But-
near it.
Okay.
Get me near it, and then I can hang on.
Okay.
Send a message to Pepper and just tell her to call us when she figures out what to do with Chip.
Yeah. Okay.
She goes, "We'll do."
Okay.
And you guys take off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take off, and you see that this dragon, what it was massive before, it has grown in size since then. It is now taking up the entire street as it begins to kind of slowly walk down it, and you see it is easily 10 stories tall at this point. The ship kind of is almost like a mosquito flying around its head with how big it has gotten at this point.
We lost the person who I'd be hoping would be figuring this out, but can anybody figure out what this dragon is? Where did literally why is there a dragon here?
Well, you guys are the smartest out of all of us. So if anybody could figure it out, it'd have to be you guys.
Is it the same color as the mist? Like the magic?
Yup.
I don't know. I think how Aster would say it. I think it's magic.
Oh, darn it, I'm tired of magic.
I knew it.
If you want, whoever's, I guess it'd be Valia and Gizmo here. You guys can give me mysticism checks if you want.
Whoa. I don't think I've ever done that.
Doesn't come up too often, except for one boy.
Cool. It makes sense. It's a 4 + 1, 5.
It's a 14 plus 7 for 21.
With a 21, you can just, by looking at it, you can tell this is that magic in there.
Yep, that's magic.
Valia, what you see is that this magic seems to kind of become alive and begin taking a form. And as you're looking at it, you can see the figure of what looked like Astra in armor inside of the dragon itself.
So this came from like the whole metal core and everything.
It's erupted out of the ring.
Could I do kind of like an engineering check? Because it reminds me that like we have a vent. Like there's vents that absorb magic and stuff,
Yep.
right? Could I, like, didn't Mirren install something like that in the ship? Or
Yeah,
It's
he
a way,
did.
It's a way to use the fuel. We can use the magic as fuel.
could we just vacuum the little bits of the dragon up?
Only one way to find out.
Maybe.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, that's a 10 plus 23, 33.
With a 33, you can tell. Jeez, with a 10, you get a 33.
Do one thing.
That would be probably the best way to do it, because anytime you've seen that mist, you can't really like make contact with it. But the only thing that seems to be able to hold it in and interact with it anyway is the vents.
Gotcha. I'm like, all right, well, I guess hold the ship close, and I'll try to turn on the vents.
Sure. I guess we'll try to pilot it to hopefully avoid notice, even if we are like a mosquito to it.
Give me a piloting check. I guess I shouldn't say mosquito. You're like a fly. You're like a bigger. It is like you would notice.
Or like a horsefly.
Yeah.
Hopefully this will be okay. I got a 19 for a total of 40.
Total of 40. You were able to jump right behind it. You are a quiet fly. It is not heard whatsoever. So if you want, give me a ranged attack roll for this.
Ooh, 19 plus 10, 29.
With a 29, you begin absorbing, and you see a chunk of this dragon begins getting pulled in, and the dragon shrinks a little bit as if you're taking its mass. And at that, the dragon quickly whips around and begins clawing at you. We are now entering ship combat.
Oh my god.
Oh, remember that thing where I definitely had the paper? Do we?
Yes, so I have a
Hang on,
copy
I
of the
got-
paper back here. I don't know who has their copies with them currently. Gary, do you have one?
No.
You want to hand that to Gary, please? That's why I grabbed that earlier. Do you have yours
I
or
was
no?
out that day. I don't even know if I got one.
You didn't get one?
Because I wasn't there that day.
Oh, okay. You guys get to share that one.
Hey, buddy.
And do you need extras?
I mean, I can use an extra one, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, perfect. Oh, well, that's interesting.
yeah. It's double page.
Ooh.
All right. So, you guys are now in ship combat. We are going to put Valia just to represent the ship. Actually, wait. You know what we have? I have a smiley face. That will represent your guys' ship, and this will represent him. So, you guys will act first. What would you like to do? Just a reminder for Gary, I don't think you were here.
No.
So we are doing the narrative ship combat, which means that instead of doing the more tactical ways with shields and stuff, your guys' ship, as you can see on our little graphic, you have 5 HP total. You should have a threshold, I believe, of 3. The enemy will need to beat your DC 3 times to do 1 damage to you. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's the other way around. You need to beat his threshold 3 times to do damage to him. He just needs to kind of hit you once, and then you get the damage on you. You can use any skill at all to do any of your checks, but if you use the preferred skill, you use the easy DC. If you use any skill at all, you go against the hard DC for the creature.
So the skills that you use are the ones I marked on the red highlighted ones.
Yes, Marcus made us a very helpful cheat sheet that I greatly appreciate. And at the beginning of the turn, you guys can switch your rolls at any time here.
And the main thing we want to do is we want to gain this what they call successes against the enemies.
That'll go towards the threshold of 3.
Yeah. So any of the ones that are marked success, or they say they give you a success, are basically how we do damage.
Yep.
The other ones are mostly like buffs to help achieve those.
And RP on these are resolve points, so you can use resolve points to boost yourself up a bit too. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with you two, because I assume you guys kind of know a little bit more what you want to do, and then we can circle back to them. What would you guys like to do?
I'm taking captain position, and I'm going to taunt.
Going to taunt. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me roll before I...
Before you launch into a soliloquy.
I know how this
There's
works
another
for
side
me.
to this.
Yes,
Yeah.
double-sided.
Okay.
You do have Sullies, so you're gonna have a bunch of notes on there that are for Sully. You don't have to worry about those.
I'll ignore this.
Yeah.
That didn't count. Well, I wish it counted. It was 15 before. Okay, so that is a 4 on the die. I'm going to be using bluff. So 24. And I'm gonna say, you don't even know where you're going! You're new here! What are you doing, stupid?
You got a 24, you said?
Yeah.
The creature looks at you as you say this over the loud comms and lets out just a huge roar as it tries to swing at you for saying that, and it gets 1 success on it.
Yeah. I think I struck a nerve.
Alright, I'm going to just try to avoid the swipes with an outmaneuver.
Okay.
With a 13 on the die plus a 21 for I can't not math right now. 34.
A 34 will pass. Which one did you say you did?
That's outmaneuver.
Outmaneuver, and that's actually 2 successes. As the thing swipes down at you, you are able to bait it into a weaker part of the ground that it had erupted out of and swipe out of the way just in time for it to push its hand through the ground, scraping it and clawing at it a ton, and it's done 1 damage to it as you see some of that arcana on it begin to fly loose. It's your guys.
All right, I will. I'm gonna. So the vent worked. I'm gonna try venting thruster. I'm gonna try venting out some little fragments of the metal from Karth and see if they can give it form or something.
Interesting. Okay.
Or contain it in some way. So I'm just gonna try that. So venting thruster waves, venting Karth metal. Okay, that's not great. That's a 5. Plus 23 is a 28.
28 will not pass here.
Okay, it's not a good idea.
As it wait against what did you?
That's the normal DC because that's one of the.
Oh, that does actually pass it then.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay. That's.
Yeah.
It is a great.
So I'm gonna say instead. Okay, it'll get one success on this, but what it'll do is you can see that there are parts of the magic that are clumping onto this metal that you've thrown out to it that look like easier targets for you guys to hit. And Gary.
As the gunner, I'm gonna go ahead and, speaking of easier targets, I'm gonna target that weak spot
Go for it.
using my let's see, any including range attack roll. So this one's the enemy ship hard DC no matter what it says.
Yes.
Okay, but if I use a range attack, I get a +3. So I'll go ahead and just use a range attack. I'll get on one of our guns. I'll see that opening, and I will take my shot.
Go for it.
Come on, Sully's dice. Okay, so not a great way to introduce yourself. That's an 8 plus 13 for a 21.
21 will not pass. The metal he launched at it, large chunks, comparative to the massive dragon that is easily 10 stories tall. Very hard to hit as you're also in a moving ship, and you fire just around it as the dragon looks at you angrily for actually damaging it and then also shooting at it. It is going to flap its wings and fly at you guys, and as it does, its wing encases you completely in what looks like space. And as you do, as the readers on your ship begin to overload from this arcana, you find yourself actually in space now, like deep space. There's no signs of civilization around. The only thing you see are massive asteroids heading right towards the ship. I'm going to need Valia to make me a piloting saving throw here.
That's a 4.
I know it's not a saving throw, but
plus piloting 25.
25 is going to fail as you in this time of you just being like, where am I, completely losing yourself and where you are. You see massive asteroids hurtle down and pelt the ship, doing 2 damage to it as it takes away 2 of your HP. And just as soon as those asteroids hit you, you find yourself back in the downtown area, flying around, narrowly avoiding a massive building that you were hurtled to. And that is his turn.
We could probably use somebody getting on repairs.
Yeah. I got it.
Okay. I am going to.
I'm going to go ahead and disengage full thrusters to try to get further away and give us a little bit of a defense boost.
All right, go for it.
It's 12 for 31.
31 will pass.
All right.
So that gives it its hard DC a -1.
Yes.
The ship must use your ship's hard DC for any tactics, and it has a -1 penalty to skill checks. Got it. Cool.
Nice.
I am going to continue to taunt.
Okay.
Same roll again. Okay. So that's a 4 on the die, plus 20 from my bluff. And I'm going to say, don't you know dragons are outdated over here? You're so out of fashion.
It begins to roar wildly as you are. Valia has piloted the ship next to its head, so you are just screaming into its ear, and it whacks its head over to the side, doing 1 success on it. As you see that metal that was inside of it resonates with your voice as it vibrates out and pulls down out of its leg, and it shrinks just a little bit more.
It's a good thing my voice is a little bit shrill.
What are you 2 up to?
I am going to patch the hull.
Makes sense.
Yeah. We had a rough time last turn, so I am going to pull out the duct tape and the welding, and I'm going to see.
You're trying to beat your ship's DC here.
Okay, that's an 18 plus 23.
I think that do you guys know your ship DC off the top of your head?
I have it 29
And then 32 is
and
the hard.
32.
32 is the hard. Yep. So you definitely pass it
He
then.
cleared it.
Yes. So you get 1 HP back for your ship.
I'm going to add a resolve point, and then that's going to make it have a hard DC next turn. Our ship. Against it.
Got it. Okay. Sweet. Gary.
So we have this.
I am gonna try a little bit more carefully after missing that weak point, and I'm just gonna fire at will.
All
with
right.
Another ranged attack.
Actually, Kevin, if you want to take your resolve point back, because that's what
Oh, I thought
Marcus.
that was for this turn.
Well, I think I think mine was.
For last turn?
For like the current turn or for?
I'm assuming the current turn. So.
Yeah, no. So yours would still apply to the dragon's next attack then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then-
So you can take your resolve point back because then.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, never mind. I thought.
Okay.
No, it's okay. Because you did that after the asteroid bit there.
Okay,
so
good.
that. Now go ahead and gun.
Here we go. That's a lot better. That is a 19 on the die, plus 13 for a 32.
32. You're firing at will, you said?
Yeah.
Yes, that definitely passes. As you launch just a barrage of fire and bullets into this, you see the bullets begin to tear through, and it hits the armor inside. That hits the person inside, and at that you see them twitch, and the dragon shakes even harder before giving you another success.
Is it 5 over? Or no?
No. That is now the dragon's turn. As it will, you see it's a little smaller than it was before, and it shakes itself and shifts a bit, and you see what looks like scales begin to form onto the actual dragon itself. And you see it flies up and takes a massive swipe at you, and it's going to go for your hard DC here. Let me get my papers up. There she is. So, it's like a 42. Yes, with a 42,
Dang.
the dragon comes up and swipes at your ship, hitting a back thruster, and you feel the engine begin to waver a bit, or the ship itself waver a bit, making you go down one more HP, and it begins to fly away. And as it begins to fly away, you do see that there are now helicopters and drones of like camera drones coming up to get footage of this dragon as it's just completely leveling this city. You see as it flies away, it hits the top of casinos, knocks them down onto the streets. You hear screams and panic as you see people fleeing the area trying to get to safety.
Oh boy, we better get like extra pay for saving the ring.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe just not be completely banished forever.
yeah, you know. Yeah, they better owe me. Anyways, I am going to take a chief mate action to maximize crew efficiency. And
Okay.
No wait,
Oh,
sorry.
psych us out.
I had one plan and then I forgot that I changed to a different plan. Captain action. Give
Okay.
orders. I am going to use diplomacy to give orders. What is with these dice?
I'm guessing it does not work.
I mean, if I had done something else, it would have worked because I rolled a 4 on the die again. Which makes it a 25, but that does not pass the ship's hard DC.
No.
So when I try to shout over to Aster to be like, "Hey, keep doing what you're doing. Give it a little bit more of a wallop," and I start using all this like Raxolite slang of like, you know, throw in a horse chestnut. And
What?
Feed it?
Do you want me to shoot it or not?
You know, throw some roots its way. You know, like.
You want me to watch it grow?
No! How do you not know what that means?
I'm gonna continue to be on the defensive, but first I am going to also shout to Aster, like, this dragon appears to be made of magic, so you could probably use something like mysticism for targeting its weak spot instead of a ranged attack, if you've got a bigger bonus on that.
It's the same one. It equals
What do
the
you
same.
mean a bonus? Who's getting raises?
I'm gonna still just to engage full thrusters to try to give us more defense. That's not as great. That's an 8 for why can I not math it? 29.
29 against which DC?
Their DC. Right.
That does beat it.
Woo!
And so still they have to use our hard DC.
Got it.
-1.
Cool. Does that count as a success or no?
No.
Okay. All right. Harder to hit you guys.
We're still taking more damage, so I'm putting on full loading mask.
Yeah, you're in the engine room, then a massive claw phases
Like,
through
oh,
and
it
damages
just
everything.
takes that. Okay, 18 plus 23. That's a big number.
18 plus 20, it definitely will pass. You're rolling it.
41.
Yes.
Yeah, 40 is good. Don't worry. So you're doing which action did you say?
That is patching the hole.
Patching the hole. All right. Yep. You gain 1 more HP as you're back to where you started a minute ago. Aster.
After being confusingly yelled at by the captain and kind of trying to be supported by Valia,
Coached.
he's just gonna grab the turret a little too hard, and he's gonna just and I'm gonna use athletics
Okay.
to try and shoot this dragon with target weak spot.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll with a plus 19 on this one.
Yeesh. All right. Go for it. Is it a nat 1?
Gotta be gentle with those controls.
That's a nat 1.
That one is not going to pass. As you go to shoot, you fire the gun. The gun does fire, but you feel it begin to jam. But even as it does jam, you see that the bullets, as they hurtle towards that dragon, they bounce off them completely. Like it just didn't even notice that it's there anymore.
Stop yelling at me!
Noted.
And that is the dragon's turn. The dragon is going to land on the ground. You see it crush a ton of cars, and you see people running away in terror as it stands on its hind legs, picks up a massive chunk of a building, just like the top 5 stories of it, and hurls it at the entire ship. And it's going to go against your hard DC here, right?
Yes.
Whoops. That's not much. That's 27 to hit.
Does not hit.
As you see this chunk of debris fly at you, Valia, you know, oh, that's huge. You just lower the ship a bit as it flies right over you guys.
Close.
And you see it behind just crash into another casino as a massive neon sign begins to fall down. And that is, once again, your guys' turn.
Okay. I am going to give orders again, using my diplomacy. Okay, that's better. Okay.
It's 5.
Yeah. That'd be funny. So that's a 14 on the die, plus 21, so 35.
Woof.
And this time I'm gonna call to Gizmo. And I'm gonna be like, Gizmo, you're doing great. Can you throw something else in? Try to throw that thing off.
Got it. Will do.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks. So now you get second action this round, and I am
Ooh.
going to spend a resolve point so that you can receive a +2 bonus to the skill check on your second action.
I am going to try to perform an audacious stunt. And I'm going to roll first before I describe whether or not that works. Doesn't really work. I rolled a 6. It's not going to meet the hard DC. So I'm trying to kind of like swing around behind it to try to get it to basically trip over itself and maybe fall into a building or something. You know, just really knock him over and get him confused. But he barely noticed me. We're a mosquito. He just
He's confused by, like, he thought he hit you, and then he, like, as you do the stunt, he goes, oh, they're down there. as you're flying between his legs. Gizmo, give me a perception check. This is for free. This is a freebie.
11 plus 13 is 24.
In the hole where you are, there is from where this dragon clawed through, there's a hole that looks down so you can see directly down on the street. And as you see on the where you saw on the street, you saw Aster shoot at the dragon, and you saw the scales harden right before the bullets hit it, looking like the bullets won't really work anymore.
Interesting. I'm going to try to overpower the systems. I'm going to divert power to our fence again. And I'm gonna see if I can maybe vacuum it up.
Yeah.
maybe put other. So it's my first action, I guess. Okay. 8 plus 32 is... Well, 23 is 31.
31 will pass.
Okay, so I just overpower a little vent magic collection system and hope and see if that.
As you get you kind of have like a tube that is the vent, and you kind of just like fish it down the hole, and as it goes down, Valia is currently flying between its legs, and your vent is acting like a tail of the ship, and you see that the tail is hitting into the legs of the dragon and absorbing that. Those scales don't appear around the vent, and begins to take it as you get another success against the dragon.
Nice. Okay, and then my second, I'm gonna using that same little tube. I'm just gonna switch it from like suck to blow and put in a bunch of Karth metal.
Go for it.
See if I can make a better shot for Aster. And this one gets +2 for the second action.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, 15 + 2 is 17. 17 + 23.
Passes.
Stand by.
You're good. Don't worry about it. You got it.
40.
Stay up. You're good.
Is 40 + 5 higher than the standard DC?
The standard, yes.
Okay, so then that's 2 successes.
All right, that's 2 successes. As it's like you have the tail going into the legs, right? And it begins to absorb. And the moment before you guys leave, you throw it into blow and you shoot just pellets of like its own kryptonite inside of it. And it lets out a mighty roar as it goes down another hit point.
Nice.
All right, Aster, you got this.
Using that opening, Aster's going to target weak spot yet again.
Go for it.
Gripping on to the turret controls, and he just yanks it down to where that opening is. I'm not going to use that dice. Sorry, Sully.
Sorry, it's only there's cursed. Which is funny. Those dice that you're using now are the ones that give the most issues across shows.
I don't have good luck with those.
Yeah, I
Don't
didn't
like him in
either.
your room.
That's a 5 on the die plus 9, 24.
24
It's the hard DC.
will not pass.
Ugh.
As you start to try to shoot, a leg comes down and Valia has to quickly just jut out of the way, or you'd be crushed completely. It is now the dragon's turn. The dragon is going to see you guys down below it again and do a full spin move, engulfing you into its wing once again, and you find yourself back in the depths of space as there are asteroids hurtling towards you. Give me another piloting check.
It's a 3 for 20 to 24.
24 will not pass as Gizmo from down below. You see you see asphalt in the street, and then everything goes purple, and then you're in the vacuum of space, and you're fighting to stay in the ship. And as that happens, you see an asteroid just whoosh, fill the hole that was caused there, causing even more damage in the engine room. You get 2 more damage on the ship. And as that happens, you find everything turns purple once again. You find yourself back on the street, and that asteroid just disappears slowly.
Big hole.
Big hole now where it was. It is now your guys' turn.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to go back to taunting the enemy. Using my bluff.
Bluff.
Okay, that's good. 11 on the die plus 20, so that's 31. And I'm gonna say, you only got that one trick, just shoving us into your wing pits. Rude.
That does pass it as you say that. It just angrily tries chomping at you as you're saying that. It's like you're
Smelly wing pits.
chasing you down, and as it's running, its body's shaking and hitting every building on the way there.
And did that happen to pass by more than 5?
No.
Dang. Okay.
So that is 1 success for you guys.
I'm going to once again engage full thrusters to try to get us out of this make a little distance, just get us a little bit more defense. This is your time to shine, kid. You got this. we can do this. We gotta show that dragon who's boss. I believe in you.
There's angels in these outfields. What is that?
It's a 5.
Okay. What's your total?
But it's a 26.
Will not pass. I'm sorry.
That's, that's the enemies.
So yeah, won't pass.
I'm gonna call to Aster. I'm just gonna be like, Aster, we could use a big guy here to hold together. But yeah, I'm gonna just get back in. I have, like, I'm gonna get the big like instant foam insulation spray, whatever I can do to just make this not be a giant hole.
Go for it.
Make hole smaller.
Okay, 14 plus 23 is 36.
We'll pass.
And then I'm gonna add a resolve point to that
Cool.
to make it so our hard DC is our standard now.
You guys go up 1 HP. You're now at 3 out of 5.
Am I able to switch to do?
You were able to switch at any time before you declare what you're doing.
I am just gonna throw the turret controls and start hustling down to where Gizmo is. I gotta pulls them in together, okay? And I see the vacuum space, and I'm like, "What is going on down here?"
Big rocks.
Okay.
Big rocks.
Aster, with all his might, is gonna try and squeeze the hole together so Gizmo can insulation it once more. Using his athletics, I'm gonna patch that hole.
Go for it.
Patch that hole.
Okay.
Can I patch
Okay,
that hole?
that's really good.
Patch that hole. Can I patch that hole?
That's a 12 on the die plus 19 for 31.
31. What are you
Just
trying?
normal DC.
His DC or your DC?
It's the ship's DC.
The ship's DC. That's your pass then.
Excellent.
Excellent. So you guys
We
go.
get
You.
back 1 HP.
So we got
Yep. So
two
now you guys
back.
are now at 4 HP.
Woo! What?
Perfect.
All right.
That is
You're
now.
good at disaster. Yep.
My arms hurt. My arms hurt. Vacuum space.
The dragon you hear lets out another roar, and Valia, you see it as you're flying down this street, going down this curve. The dragon just skitters underneath you. As it has shrunk a considerable amount, it skitters underneath you completely, turns around, destroying half of the buildings in its way, launches up and just jets at you, opening its mouth, and it's going to try to just swallow you. It's a natural 1. Yes, it does that exactly. It misjudges fully because you're on a slight curve here because it's the ring, right? So it completely throws it off, and it just doesn't open its mouth in time. It just goes bonk, and you guys just kind of spin out for a second, but you're completely fine as it just flies by. And that is his entire turn.
I'm gonna taunt again. Again using my bluff.
You can eat us better.
Oh no! I just had a really great idea to do this, but
You
that
wanted it-
one.
You wanted
That
it
one.
too much.
I wanted it too much.
You go to like taunt him, and you just start stuttering the whole time, and then halfway through the stutter, you realize the mic isn't on.
God dang it! At least I
go.
didn't embarrass myself this time.
What are you guys up to now?
All right, I'm gonna take that opportunity to try to confuse it a little bit. Swing, fly past his face, kind of duck between his wings, kind of outmaneuver it again.
Okay, it went well last time.
All right, and that's a 10 plus 21 for 31.
That will beat it.
All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and use a. Oh wait, no, I can't do that.
Not with this one. Nope. Yep, you get 1 successful skill check as you fly underneath it as it tries to bite at you again, and you're able to just outmaneuver it fully and kind of psych it out so that it slams its face into a building, getting another success as it turns around and roars at you. What are you two up to?
I am going to engage experimental prototype. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give Aster a bunch of like carved metal I've made into little bullets and that we can load into the ship's turret. And I'm like, I don't know, try these. They might help. So it's going to be our hard DC that I'm rolling against.
Okay.
Okay, 16 plus 23 is...
Big. You got it. Pretty sure you beat your hard
39
DC.
beats 32.
Yes.
And I'm going to add a resolve point so that the next time they roll a check for that targeted action, they roll that check twice and take the better of the 2 rolls. So, well, yeah, the success makes it so that the action doubles. So if it's a success, it's 2 successes.
All right.
And that action is shooting.
All right. Aster.
Aster's gonna start hustling, carrying these bullets back to the gunner. He loads them in as quick as he can, and he is going to. What am I gonna do here?
Shoot a gun.
Shoot a gun.
Shoot a gun.
The best thing I could probably do is target the weak spot
All right.
using that athletics one more time. So you're saying I get to roll twice?
Yeah, and take the better.
Oh,
Yep.
Nice.
You got advantage.
Special bullets.
What?
Let's
Not
Special
advantage.
Magic bullets.
see.
Ooh.
What is that?
That one's 15.
15. Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
15
Gee whiz.
plus 19, 34.
34 meets it.
Yes.
As you see that those Karth bullets absolutely work as the scales harden again, but pierces right through as if they weren't there. That gets 2 successes on it, meaning it's at 1 HP and 1 success as it lets out just a huge, painful roar. It is looking smaller. It started at about 10 stories. It's maybe a story now. And at that, it looks around in a panic, and you see it look up in the sky. There are high above even you guys. There are interstates up there that cars can travel to kind of quickly get around the ring. You see it lock eyes with those and bolt up, begin flying, trying to kind of flee from you guys. It erupts through one of the interstates as you see cars and people are beginning to fall hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet. And it's looking around at the cars and all the people panicked. It's going to look down at you and it's going to try to do a breath weapon attack. As it launches just a massive arcane blast. That is a... Let me see. That is a 29 to hit you guys.
Exactly meets it.
Yeah.
Sorry. As this massive ball, what looks like fire, then morphs into like radiation, then morphs into just plasma. It's just constantly shifting what it is, hits the side of the ship. You see like Mayday signs start going off from this just unknown source of unknown damage hit the ship. And you guys go down 1 HP. It is now your guys' turn.
Oh goodness.
Oh. It's like, you got me. I almost
I got
blessed you.
myself.
You almost got a free blessing out of that one, and that ain't gonna pass here.
I gotta say, these narrative Starship rules, this is a lot simpler than
Yes, it's also kind of more fun.
Yeah.
The normal Starship rules are fun for a home game if you really like strategies. So,
Yeah, if you have like the
Oh.
nice mat or something.
yeah, if
you
you
just
yeah
play
if you
around
got
the table.
yeah, and you've got like a bunch of like the painted if you want to do some Warhammer,
Yeah.
if you want to go almost Warhammer, then you do that. If you like the vibes of Warhammer but don't like measuring, then that's for you.
Okay. As it comes back down, I want to try to basically.
It is staying firmly up on the interstates up there.
Okay, let me think of another narrative reason for what I'm doing.
Go for it then.
Do you want me to jump in
Yeah,
while
you
you're
can do
thinking?
something.
Okay.
Tap out, tap out.
You know,
Captain, it's your turn.
No, I insist after you.
I don't want to be rude.
I'm gonna go ahead and taunt enemy again using my bluff.
Okay. Swoop.
Okay, solid 10 plus 20, so that's a 30. I'm gonna call out on the speaker, "You big, oh, I'm sorry, little coward."
That is a success, as it's now at its final success here.
All right. I'm gonna kind of strafe by the one of the broken interstates, and I want to try to trick the dragon into basically just going face first into the edge, like broken edge of it, like if he doesn't see it.
Okay.
Just try to trick him with a outmaneuver. No, that's a 26.
It's not gonna pass. I'm sorry. He sees your moves. He now that he's down on the ground, he can see everything from this angle.
Thinking about what I was gonna do for a little bit.
The dice know, man. You know, if you put any thought into it, you're like, you gotta fail it.
I'm gonna patch hole. I'm gonna engage our like decontamination thing because we got a lot of radiation on that last blow. I'm gonna sprinkle the iodine sprinklers. Are gonna turn on.
Hidden sprinklers.
13 plus 23 is 36.
36 passes your guys'
So
DC.
yeah, we got one more point.
You get one more. You got 4 now. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Good to go?
Yeah, good to go.
Yeah.
Okay. As we're kind of racing towards this dragon, Aster is gonna try and go, okay, let's do this, and he's just gonna push as hard as he can and try and take out this dragon with a fire at will.
Go for it.
Okay. That's a 9 on the die, plus 19 for a 28.
28 is just short. As the ship flies at the dragon, it sees the turrets begin to warm up, and it flips a car in front of it as you just blow this car up and zoom by it. It is now the dragon's turn. The dragon is going to. You see people on the interstate are beginning to panic and try to turn their cars around. Some have just given up and are just running down the road. You see it pick up a massive chunk of this and hurl it at you guys as well. It's like a 34 to hit you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
As you guys are flying away from it, you see Valia in the rearview mirror. You just see asphalt hurling at you and clip the back of the wing. But you guys are at 3. They healed one more time, so they're at 3. Anything else? No, it's for me. No. It's
Good answer.
you guys.
I want to try this. No thoughts, head empty.
Here it is.
Okay, it's a 12. I was going to just try to outmaneuver it.
Okay.
So that would be a 33.
With
just trying to, he's coming at us again. Just gonna try to trick him one more time into basically face planting the ground.
With a 33, that passes it by 5. So that is 2 successes, meaning he is
Yes.
now down to 0.
Woo!
As you maneuver between its legs, it completely trips up, and as it begins to face plant, there are chunks of your ship that have fallen off that have that Karth metal just in it, like it just all baked into it, and it shreds itself against it as it tumbles over. And you see that this dragon is laying on its side on the interstate and just begins to slowly dissipate as that one armored figure is sitting in the center of the dragon, sitting in the center where the dragon once was.
Good going, Volley. Woo!
Good work, team.
Yeah. Is that if that's Astra? You should go check on her or
Aster's
something.
just gonna run. He's gonna open the kind of the back of the ship and just jump out and start free falling / flying down to Astra.
Well, hold on, we can fly over there too. No, we're gonna follow.
As Aster, you begin free falling. You are maybe like 30-40 feet above as the ship flies back around to try to park. And as you're falling, you can see that is the same. It's bulkier, obviously, because of the armor, but that is the same silhouette as Astra laying there. As you are able to kind of float and slowly land, the ship lands beside you. You see that it's in this armor is your sister, knocked out completely.
Is she okay? Besides that, do I see any open wounds or anything?
You don't see any
like
wounds. That armor looks pretty tough, so
Okay.
it must have just taken whatever hit her.
I'm just gonna try and have her kind of pick her up a little bit and be like, Astra, it's me, Aster, wake up, are you okay?
There's no response as you kind of are patting her and shaking her away a bit. You 3 now and Widget, so you 4 all exit the ship and start running out as you see Aster holding this figure. And the more you shake her, the more she's just jostling her head around and not responding.
Something's wrong.
I dig around in my bag for one of my healing serums Mark III, and I pass it to you. Does she need this?
She's not hurt. I don't know. It's like she's. As I kind of look back down to Astra, Astra's gonna think about the experiences he just had, being trapped in his own kind of nightmare realm. And he's gonna take a deep breath and try and focus in on Astra's magical energy and his, and try and connect with her that way, if possible.
Make me a mysticism check.
That's a 4 on the die plus 13 for a 17.
The 17, you begin slowly trying to meditate. And as you do, you find yourself in a place between worlds like you have before when you've talked to Astra here. It's just kind of like your own personal pocket dimension. As you're there, you see nothing in there. And as you begin to look around, you hear what sounds like an alarm slowly building and creeping. And you three on the outside, as you see Astra has his eyes closed, you see that in the armor there are like tubes. And the moment he closes his eyes and you see his mote glow a little bit, those tubes have fluids that begin running through them. And the body begins twitching rapidly, inhumanely, as it's thrashing around. And Astra, as you hear this alarm getting louder and louder, you hear a scream in pain that sounds like Astra, as if she's screaming from a long metal chamber with gears and machinery grinding away. And that snaps you awake as you see this figure is thrashing itself around and shoves Astra. Astra, you go flying like 15, 20 feet onto the pavement far away. And this figure stands up, and you all can see that this is Astra. And Valia, you recognize as it extends its hand out, a hammer forms inside of it as made of pure black hole as it looks down at you all menacingly. I'll need you all to roll me initiative.
Aww.
Oh, man.
And as you do that, we're going to go ahead and take our 10-minute break here. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will find out what those initiatives are in roughly 10 minutes or so. If you like the show, thank you for liking it, and I hope you continue to like it. If you do, try following us on social media at UGT Show, where we are on every single social media that you can possibly find. If you also like the show, please share it with your friends. Tell them about it. Word of mouth is kind of the best way. And if you don't want to do that, just dropping a like if you're watching it on the VODs. If you're in the chat, just chatting away. It really helps us kind of with the algorithm getting our names out there. We greatly appreciate it at all. Also, thank you to our friends over at Pocket Bard. They supply all of these sound effects and ambiance you've been hearing throughout the evening. That alarm, Pocket Bard. They have a wide range of sounds and music that you can use. Notably, they have a lot of sci-fi stuff too. So if you're doing a Starfinder or a mothership or numbered stars, I forget, what was it? There's another one with numbers in the name. That's
Paint by numbers.
If you're paint by numbersing and you want some alien ambiance, they've got that. So can't recommend them enough. They're a great app you can download on your phone. And yeah, we will see you guys in a minute. Welcome back. I'm not chewing.
Not chewing.
My name's Corey. I'm your host and GM tonight. Let's go around the table so I can not finish chewing.
I'm Marcus. I play Valia.
I'm Riley. I play Clementine.
I'm Kevin. I play Gizmo.
I'm Gary. I play Astra.
Guys, slow down.
Go around again.
One more time.
In case you weren't paying attention.
It will be a test.
My name is Corey. I'm your GM. What did everybody get for initiative?
Oh, man. So I got a 7 on the die.
Oh, it's a
So
7.
10 total.
Right there.
I got a 5 for a total of 18.
Right there.
13 for 17.
Right there.
Whoa.
6 on the
You're-
die, 11.
Right. What'd you get, Clem?
I got 10.
Nice.
We didn't have to roll off or have that whole, who goes first? Probably you.
You guys are standing at the edge of an interstate that is crumbling hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet above, honestly, hundreds of miles at this point above the ring. Across from you is Astra in what looks like almost medieval armor, wielding a massive hammer that is just made out of black hole. Valia, you are first.
Okay. And the ship is behind us, right? In case we need to run.
Yes.
Okay. All right. This. I'm gonna pull out my rifle and I'm say, we kind of talked about this. It might come to this, so I'm sorry, Aster, if it's kind of coming to fighting Astra, but it seems like we have to. So I'm gonna take a shot with my sniper.
So I take a shot with my sniper.
Sorry, I have to.
That's funny.
I'm using my sniper action. I use the move part to aim. I miss horribly. It's a natural 1.
Light is bending completely around her due to this hammer, so it is hard to get an initial shot, and you have to kind of adjust your eye.
I spent too much time talking and not enough time aiming.
Too much time apologizing. Gizmo, it is your turn.
Okay. So, my friend's sister. I am going to just start off by going to a widget and just casting Miracle Worker, which is I'm gonna pick up his little gun and be like, all right, we got this. It's been a while. Wait, why am I'm not really rolling for this. It's just a standard action that I do. So +2 to attack and damage for his weapon.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. Is there cars on this highway?
They've all been thrown off by this dragon. It's just you guys out in the open,
Oh no.
close to edges.
No vehicles in sight. Cool.
Apologize.
Instead, I will just try and distract her. I will. The alarm seemed like it did something, so I'm gonna just use my little holo projector and try and I don't know. Aster shared a lot of stories of awful things that they've experienced. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I want to shake her, so I'm gonna just replay some of those. And that's gonna be a feint 12 plus computers instead, so 12 plus 21 is 33.
And you're trying to beat just a DC on her?
That's the feint thing, so it's the sense motive or CR, whatever.
Okay. What'd you get total, you said?
12 plus 21 is 33.
That does pass.
Okay, so she's flat-footed for 1 round.
Got it. Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot with which
Go for it.
10 plus 10, 20.
Does not hit. As Widget fires, you see the bullets are just bouncing and pinging off of her as she's slowly walking towards you. And with that, she begins walking, and you see a small black moat appear around her head, and you see it grow one little size larger. As she begins approaching, she's looking at all of you, looks at you specifically, Aster, and she's going to stick her hand out, and a black hole is going to appear next to you. I need a fortitude saving throw.
Okay. Well, that's really good. That's a 19 on the die, plus 7 for 26.
With a 26, you feel this pull, harsh pull, as you begin to try to move out of the way. You feel it pull you in. You are in this black hole, but you aren't taking any damage. What did you roll on the dice, you said?
I rolled a 19 on the die, 26 total.
26 total. Okay. You are able to move. You are at half movement speed, and you can't take reactions.
Okay.
Until your next turn. Until you can get out of this black hole area. And with that, all of you see she's there for a minute, and then a small black hole vanishes, and she appears right next to you, Gizmo, with a hammer, and she's going to swing down at you. A 30 to hit.
Yeah.
As this massive hammer swings down, it is as if it teleports, and she's right there in front of you. She swings down, doing 32 damage to you, as you feel the weight of suns smash against the back of your head. Aster, it is your turn.
Aster is gonna try and resist as he does the magnitude of this black hole. His moat is gonna burn with energy once more as he runs over to the side. I guess you try and flank. Well, she's already flat-footed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'll get next to her, like I said originally.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Like you're behind her or just next to her?
just next to her.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna make an attack roll against her and be trying to aim for those tubes that are feeding her some kind of magical fluid.
Okay. Go for it.
All right. Oh, that's very good. That's 17 plus 17 for 34.
With a 34, that will hit.
Excellent. I gotta run my calcs real quick. Please excuse me.
Got to crunch those big numbers here.
Okay, so Aster takes a slash at one of those tubes for 43 slashing damage.
43 slashing damage. As you cut into her, you see the helmet she's wearing with the yellow visor flashes red for a moment as she looks over at you in a confused manner, just tilting her head, and her eyes seem empty as she does this.
Astra, stop! This isn't you! These are my friends!
Clementine.
So I am going to first do improved get 'em. I'm gonna say, all right, guys, we gotta subdue her. Non-fatal if you can. If not, I'm sorry, Aster. And we gotta take out that armor. I don't know if it's powered or what that yellow stuff is. Just hit her with all you got. And then I am going to attack with my gun. My gun.
My gun.
Shoot her
Talking
with
about
my gun.
Woo!
Okay, so that is a 15 on the die, plus 9, plus the 2 bonus from my improved get 'em. So that becomes 26.
26 to hit which AC?
That would be EAC.
EAC does just hit.
Yes! Okay, alright. Okay, 2d6 plus 4.
You got this. Big numbers.
Ooh, big
Big
numbers indeed. So that's 12 plus 4, 16 cold and piercing.
16. How much of that was cold? How much of that was piercing?
It just says cold and piercing. It doesn't divide it.
As you shoot this cold gun, you see that the armor where it shot heat up a bit, and the bullets and the cold that was there just melts away, and it does no damage to her.
Dang. Gizmo, can you pass me a gun that doesn't do cold damage?
Yes.
Valia.
Okay, I'm going to step back 10 feet just to continue to make some distance so she's getting closer because I don't like that. And do another, another shooter.
Shooter.
Okay. Ooh. That's a 15 plus 16 for 31 for the perception check.
That passes.
And it's a natural 20 for the attack roll.
Ooh, maybe.
Critical.
I'm sorry.
This is gonna be a lot of dice again. Okay. Because I gotta remember, okay, so I got the D10 and then the D6s. Yeah.
Big numbers. Big math.
Not huge.
Uh-oh.
Times 2. That's a 42. 42, and I'm gonna do this as a sonic damage.
Okay. 42 sonic damage.
And she's pushed back 5 feet.
As she.
And she's also flat-footed for the round.
All right. You guys love doing that to her. As you shoot out this just loud burst of sound, you see her cross her arms, and the hammer absorbs a lot of that shot, but it does do significant damage as it pushes her back. And you see that the visor flashes red again for a moment, then locks back in as yellow. Gizmo.
Okay. I will toss you the semi-automatic pistol. It is.
All right.
It is 2d6. I will write it down and give it to you.
Oh, thanks.
That's a standard action, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. And then
Actually, no. It's a move action to do that.
Move action to hand over. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Move action for that. Standard action. So does she have a technological subtype in this armor?
Yes, she would.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and override her. But she has to try to succeed at a will saving throw. So I'm gonna try to plug into those tubes that are pumping into her and try to disable or pause them.
Okay. I make a will saving throw.
Yes, DC 20.
DC 20. She does pass, unfortunately.
Okay, so then Nothing happens.
You begin logging in and like hacking into this armor that she has on. The firewalls are much stronger than you realized they would be. You seem capable of doing it. It's more than you anticipated at this moment. And noticeably, as you are beginning to go in there, you can see that there's systems in there for her armor in general that you could try manipulating to make her weaker in some ways.
Okay. So I will be like, okay, Cap, I tried. It's really tough. I might be able to get it on another go. And then I will just have Widget shoot.
Cool.
16 plus 10. Oh, there's no flat-footed right now. So yeah.
She's flat-footed.
Oh, yes.
For
Thank
everything.
you. And that. So 16 plus 10 is 26 against the flat-footed.
That will hit.
Okay.
Oh wait, which AC? I'm sorry.
Oh, this is with a laser pistol, so it's energy.
That will hit.
Cool. And this is 3d4. Okay. 4 and 4 is 8 plus. It was improved, get him?
Yes,
Plus
yeah.
2 is 10. Plus the miracle worker is another 2, so 12. Damage.
Minus. All right.
12
12
fire damage.
12 fire damage. As it. Yes.
If you want a narrative finish, I've just got to add.
Okay, so the gun fires, and you, as the bullets hit, you see she gets emblazoned for a second, and staggers for a moment. But those bullets do just fall off. But her armor is charred a bit.
Okay. I had so many dice, I forgot to apply the constant to the damage plus the get them, so I actually did an additional 22 damage.
Holy. All right, with an additional 22 damage. And she goes, wait a second.
Ouch.
It is her turn. She sees that, and you see a second moat appear around her head. Astra, I need you to make me another fortitude saving throw.
Okay, if you insist.
I do.
That is a 3 on the die for a 10 total.
With a 10 total, you get pulled into this black hole. Once again, you are completely unable to move and take reactions. As she then looks down at you, Gizmo, once again,
Oh no.
but then sees sees Valia rather, in the distance over there, and she is going to once again black hole teleport in front of you. And she's going to do a full attack on you.
Oh, good.
And she gets 3 of those.
Oh, good.
It's a nat 20 on 1.
Oh, great.
That is a 36 on the other one.
Okay.
And a 39 on the third.
Yeah. And I'm definitely going to go ahead and use the use a critical cancellation on this one.
Smart.
With a resolve point. I'm going to use 2 resolve points, so it's just a regular attack and not a crit. So damage isn't doubled and there's no critical effects.
All right. Very smart move. As... Hang on. She appears in front of you and in 3 quick swings hits you in the knee, hits your gun out of like not out of your hand, but hits your hand that is holding the outside of the rifle, and then finally follows it up by hitting you across the temple, doing a total of 98 damage.
Oh,
as
what?
she just completely obliterates you, and you see stars like you've never seen before. That is her turn, Aster.
Okay, so I'm in a black hole. I can't move and I can't react.
Right.
What can I do?
You can hold your turn until her right before her, like after her next one, to try to you can hold your turn until the end of it, then you can try to get out once more. So once after Clementine goes, you can wait. You're essentially waiting to go last.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Clem.
Okay. So I don't remember how much healing Mark III healing serums do. But since I was able to during the fight with Timur,
Mhm.
I'm going to throw one of my healing serums, aiming for like the outside of Valia. And
Just 6d8
awesome.
health.
All right, so it's a thrown attack.
She makes me look like a chump. 90 something damage.
She does a lot.
Okay, so
She's built different.
okay, so and to succeed with the potion, is it just I need to beat a 5?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So 5 on the die plus 5. So I get you with 68.
Yep. All right, here I can do I have my special little calculator back here,
Thank
so I can just do
you.
that quick for you. 37 HP back.
Okay.
And when I take an action to heal someone,
And that's HP, not stamina back.
I'm assuming if this goes up to my cap.
Yes.
yeah. I also add stamina points 1d6 plus 1. So, well, that's 2 stamina.
It helps.
Every little bit helps. And let me look at the actions. I'm just gonna take a guarded step, diagonal upright.
Okay. I gotta readjust my map here a bit. Okay. So you're there. There.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's my turn.
All right. Aster.
Okay. So I'm going to do what I can to try and get out of this black hole.
All right. It's the end of the turn, so you feel that black hole begin to release. You can move at half your speed.
And this is the second round of...
Yes.
Okay, so I get my second attunement point. So half my speed would only be 15. I can make it to her at 15?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, go. I'm going to run behind her, and I can't do a full attack, so I'll just do a regular attack.
All right. And she's flat-footed.
Excellent. And you used improved get 'em, so that's awesome. So that is a 12 on the die, plus 19 for a 31.
31 will hit.
Excellent. Aster's gonna run up and once again aiming for any of those tubes and stuff, just deliver a big slash with his solar weapon, saying, "Stop hurting my friends! We don't want to fight!" That would be 43 slashing damage.
43 slashing damage. As you slash into her, you hear her begin to scream, and you hear Astra inside screaming as you see some flesh has broken. You've broken through the armor a bit, and you see her bare back. That's back up to the top. Valia.
Okay. I'm going to just kind of quickly swap to my pistol, and I'm going to fight defensively.
Okay.
For a full attack, which also gives me 3 shots, but
Very
they're
nice.
all -4, so not great. Nope, nothing hits, but I get a +2 to AC.
All right. Anything helps at the moment. Yeah,
I just
you
kind of shot 3 times, basically just trying to get her away from me for a minute. and-
She's staring down at you like a wolf looking down at its prey as the bullets begin to bounce off. She doesn't even seem to notice them. Gizmo.
Okay. Is that a barrier I'm against? Like a road barrier?
Yes, it is.
Can I just jump over and back a bit?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, and get like some kind of cover.
Yes, I'll give you. Let me see. I will give you partial cover for that.
Okay. Even though I know she can teleport, it makes me feel better to have something to hide behind.
Yeah, I
Like, this
understand.
is just like
Safety.
security theater.
A security barricade.
And I'm going to try and... So I saw that I could hack some like sub components of her.
Yes,
I'm going to try and do that again. My remote hack.
go for it.
That's a natural 1. I'm scared and my palms are sweating and I'm not really
As
getting...
That natural one hits. As you try to hack in, and you see her lock eyes with you as it just targets on to you, cowering behind the wall. It is. I'm sorry.
Widget still has stuff. Widget is also gonna hide.
Okay.
And then let's see what he can shoot. 6 plus 10 with the get him is probably not gonna be enough. Because it's like, what, 14, 20?
20 does not hit.
Yeah. All right.
As again, bullets bounce off of her as she locks eyes with you. And just as she does and turns her attention away from you, Vol, you'll fully look at you, Gizmo. You see the moat has hit its third mode here. And what she's going to do is she's going to, first of all, Astra, I need you to make me a fortitude saving throw again.
Oh shit, here we go. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a 14 on the die plus 7 for 21.
21 will pass. So you feel yourself get pulled 5 feet again. You'll kind of collide with Clementine here a bit. But you have half your movement speed again.
Okay.
But you can take reactions.
Okay.
So Astra is going to hop the wall to the side here.
Oh no.
And then approach Gizmo. And what she's going to do is you see those moats begin to vanish as she grabs your neck, lifts you up off the ground, and behind her, all of you see what looks like a wormhole open up. And like 60 feet in the sky above you, behind her, you see another one open as she takes you, Gizmo, and throws you into it. I need you to make me a reflex saving throw.
Okay. I'm good at those. 13 plus 10 is 23.
23 is not going to pass. As she tosses you in, you feel yourself move between time and space in just a rapid moment, and you're suddenly like 5-6 miles above the ground as you are free falling directly down towards the wreckage that the dragon was destroying.
Okay. I do have descent thrusters.
You do. You are currently 60 feet away from the highway here.
Okay.
And that is Clementine's turn.
Okay. All right. So first, I'm gonna shout and be like, Aster, can you catch him?
I'm fine.
You're sure?
The jetpack.
All right. Okay. I panicked. And then I am going to shoot with the gun I have borrowed from Gizmo. Man, I should just sing my gun every time I do it, because that's not as good as the other time. That's a 2 on the die, plus 9, so...
Not gonna hit.
Tragedy.
You're in a complete panic. You just watched Gizmo teleported nearly a mile away and is now free falling. Anything else?
With the gun, just...
Is there anything else?
No, I don't have a whole lot I could do.
Aster.
So how far away is Gizmo?
Gizmo is 60 feet away.
Okay. How fast is he falling? Was it like 10 feet per round?
Yes, he's not hit terminal velocity yet, but he does go down 10 feet per round right now.
Okay. Aster's gonna see Gizmo get chucked through the wormhole into the sky. Kind of look around at the people who have been hit and damaged. Look at the carnage and what's happening with the ring. And as he gets his third attunement point, he's gonna look at his sister and look at the hilt and the sword in his hand and look back at Astra, and he's gonna run. I have half my movement.
You have half your movement.
So I'll use that 15 feet to get right below Astra.
Okay.
And let me double check something real quick, because this is the first time I'm using this and I want to make sure it's okay.
A lot of first times for everyone here, huh?
Level 9's a big level.
It sure
Let's
is.
see.
How's Gizmo feeling?
Got great.
Feeling the wind in his fur.
So,
How's Valia feeling after 90 damage there?
Not great.
So for the first
With
time
the
ever,
healing
Aster is going to use that movement, and with the speed that you guys have never seen Aster do, now because he's fully attuned, he's not only gonna move, but as a standard action, he's gonna do a full attack.
Ooh.
As I activate Solar Acceleration, one of my new Zenith revelations. So you see Aster make 2 strikes against her, and let's go ahead and roll that first. And then I'll explain more, because there's more stuff that happens.
He's got a lot going on here.
Okay, one of them's a 2, so that definitely doesn't hit.
Nope.
But the other one's a 17, which I assume with a 17, let's see, 19 minus
So
3.
with a full
so
attack,
16.
both have to hit or both miss.
They do.
What?
Yeah, that's with a full attack, both have to hit or they both miss.
His full attack or a full attack?
A full attack.
That's.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think that's ever been.
No, we never done that.
No,
a
yeah.
thing.
No.
I've been doing full attacks wrong, and you guys have just opened up a world of possibilities for me then.
Anyways, that's a 33.
Let me see. These attacks can be made with the same weapon. Oh, no. I don't know where I pulled that from. All right, you're good then.
Keep it. Keep that rule.
That applies to you.
All right, that applies to me too, actually. So it's fun.
We're
This is
keeping
fun.
the play style as it has been. Nothing changes.
Can't change it. No.
All right. Well,
So I imagine Astra blocks one of these hits, and with a speed you guys have never seen before, Aster connects, striking her right across the chest. And as the energy dissipates from Aster, in a range of 30 feet, you see it spread out to Widget, it spreads to the captain, and it spreads to Valia, as you all, including me, now have haste activated.
Oh.
So now you guys have a little bit of golden glowing energy surrounding you guys.
And is that haste as like just a bonus to speed, or haste as in we get another action?
That's a good question.
Yeah, because
we'll vamp for a second. Hang
Yeah.
on.
My
I'm going to say by
God.
you doing that as well, you see that black hole that was like absorbing you in dissipates as your energy collides with it, and they seem to fight for a moment as yours overpowers it completely.
So with haste, I believe that you guys, your guys' speed increases, and I think you guys get another move action, if I'm not mistaken.
Target creatures move and act quickly to normal. This extra speed. When making a full attack, a hasty creature can also make a separate move action in order to move. The movement can occur before, after, or between the full attack, and all movement must occur at the same time. All your modes of movement increase by 30 feet to a maximum of twice the target's normal speed using that form of movement.
So now I have 60 feet of movement, and we can make full attacks and then still take a move action as well.
All right. You all have a lot you can do now. Valia.
Okay. Just for a slightly more mechanical question,
Sure.
how far can we run on this map? How can we get further away?
There's a little bit more further down, and there's more further up. There's much more further up. You just have to kind of get over that little hole there.
Okay.
But yes, there is more to move.
All right. And is that black hole still there?
That black hole is gone now.
Okay. I guess I'll step back just a little bit further, and I'm going to. Volley's going to really try to use the black holes and all of the destruction is kind of just kind of blend into the shadows a little bit more. So I'm going to use stealth for my trick attacks.
Okay.
So I'm going to just try to give her a nice shot again. Okay, it's a 17 plus 23 for the stealth check, so
passes.
very flat-footed, and I might actually I might see if I can give her a little something else with that. If I can get my papers in order. Let's go ahead and have her try to succeed at a fortitude save.
Okay.
And if she doesn't, then she'll be staggered.
Okay. Fortitude save for her is that number. What am I trying to beat?
Good question.
She got an 18.
An 18?
18.
You know, you're trying to succeed at every staggered. I'm not sure. It's not on my paper. If you can check staggering shot, what that says.
Yeah, we'll look that up.
And then otherwise, it's a. We still have to get them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a 13 plus 14, 27. Again.
27 will hit.
Okay.
Doesn't say what this DC is.
Yeah, I thought I knew it, but.
Yeah, I don't know what DC for save is.
Oh, I might. Plus 9. 33. Oh,
33.
it's 33 sonic damage.
Okay.
And the saving throw is 10 plus operative level. So it is 14 plus. Yes. Okay, it's 20.
20.
20 is the
She
save.
fails.
Yes. Okay, so she's staggered.
She's staggered.
And staggered means that she is she can take a single move action or a standard action, but not both.
Ooh.
And she can't do a full action.
Very nice. Just for this turn?
Yeah.
All right. As you take that shot and you see a chunk of that armor fly out, she's going to use her reaction, and you see those tubes. There's fluids that begin to bubble and flow through them. Where you, Aster, you cut one.
She can't take reactions.
Oh, she can't take reactions? Oh, never mind then. All right, so Gizmo, it's your turn.
I am 60 feet in the air.
You're 60 feet away from there. You're miles above the ground.
Miles.
Miles plural. So you're 60 feet from the bridge.
Can I remember my days in engineering school? How long is it going to take me to the ground?
It's going to take you maybe 3 or 4 rounds.
At terminal velocity.
Right?
You're only falling at 10 feet per second. 10 feet per round.
You gain speed as you're falling here. You hit terminal velocity at you will hit terminal velocity before you hit the ground.
Gotcha.
But you're gonna be falling,
It's
faster
still
and faster.
probably gonna be a while. Like
You've got some time, but you are, if you can't do anything, you are kind of
I mean,
up
I
a
could
creek.
communicate with Widget across at this point with the expert AI, he could do it on his own. So it's just Widget doing stuff now.
This is widget, a whole widget, baby.
Let's go. That's a 9. But he's gonna try again because he could do a full action. He's all this haste.
He's got so much haste.
That's a 7. Widget's trying his best. Widget has separation anxiety. Widget's worried about me being miles above the surface.
Yeah, he fires, and all of the bullets just ping off of Astra. Actually, the wormhole is still behind her. What did he roll for his stuff, and what is your AC against that?
Okay, he rolled a 7 and a 6, and then he has plus 10. Does get him count against myself?
No, get him was not counting against yourself.
Okay, so it'd be 17 and a 16, which don't hit me.
Okay, so yeah, but as you're falling, you hear bullets are flying all around you now.
Wait a minute. He does have a move action. I mean, I don't want him to be. I was like, could I jump in and then I'm
You hold him.
Yeah.
You're not alone then.
There's
Yeah.
a parachute
Does that mean there's a wormhole, like a portal?
There's
style
a hole. There's a wormhole still above you.
So I haven't done with Gizmo stuff yet. Can I activate my?
You can, yeah.
I have my jetpack can go 30 feet up. Is it 30 feet away from me?
Yes, it's only 10 feet above you right now.
I'm gonna just try and catch back up.
All right, yeah, you go up, and as you enter the wormhole, you feel yourself like between reality itself, and then you slam into the pack of Astra here. What is your plan now? And this will determine things.
My plan now is the wormhole pulling me. Is it like gravity? Also?
No, it's not gravity thing. It is it's almost like a portal on its own.
That is my move to activate my things, so I can't move anymore.
Right. Oh, and then you use your standard 2 move through the portal itself?
Yes.
All right, so as you do
like,
that, give me another reflex saving throw to not just bounce off of her back and go back through the portal.
Oh, no. It's a 6 plus 10. Wait, is it 10? Yeah, 6 plus 10. 16.
And that's not enough. As you rocket through. You all see Gizmo reappear, say that, slam his face against Astra, then fall back into the portal. And then in the distance, you just see him go, ah! As he falls another 10 feet.
It's a pinball.
It is now Astra's turn.
Oh, no.
She is going to look around at everyone. She's going to get another moat as well. And she's only got one action she can do. Here's what she's going to do. Using that moat, she's going to use her ability Debris Field. And you see her create a small black hole in front of her that just fits in the palm of her hand. And as it does that, the asphalt and concrete around her begins to rip up and form around it, making a shield so that she is harder to hit with projectiles. And she has that facing wherever Valia currently is, and she recognizes that threat immediately. And that's her entire turn. Clem,
Okay.
when can she take reactions again? Is it after her turn or after your turn?
I think it would be the top of the round, and I think I went first.
Okay.
Basically.
So after my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So I am going to, I guess I'm going to give covering fire, like, so that I can do inspiring support, on Gizmo. So, covering fire, I need to beat a 15. My gun. That's better. Okay, all right. So, 12 on the die, plus 9, 21. I beat the 15, and so now I can use a resolve point for inspiring support. And I can grant you, let's see, stamina points. So 9 stamina points plus 1d6 plus 1 stamina points because of my motivation expertise.
Very nice.
So that's an additional 3 on top of
So
the 9.
Plus 12.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be like, Gizmo, you're doing great, honey. Just try again.
I'll be back.
And that was my standard action.
Okay.
So,
You gotta move.
yeah, I don't really see any reason to move, so I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
All right.
Okay.
You do some jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Aster.
Well, Astor gets some of his energy back for 1 attunement point, and he's just gonna stay still and go for another full attack.
Go for it. You see Astra is looking at you, angry, confused, in pain. And there's some blood in the helmet that's dripping down her forehead.
How rough does she look at this point in time?
She does not look awesome, but she's still got plenty of fight in her.
Okay. All right.
Yikes.
One of those is a 1.
Okay.
The other one is
4 times better than that.
the other one is 4 for a synthetic 20.
Synthetic 20 is not going to pass. As you swing your sword, she clashes against the hammer and is blocking every move as you guys are just going back and forth trying to hit the other one.
Both got auras.
Valia. So if you're going to do an attack, she has concealment. So you need to you have a 20% miss chance. So you'll need to roll you'll need to roll a d20 and beat a what's 20%? Get a 5 or above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I want to play the odds? I think I am going to delay my turn
Okay.
until after Clem's next turn.
Okay.
So basically, I want to go right before Aster.
Got it. Okay. Gizmo.
Okay. I am going to do it again this time. I know I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Now I'm ready. I'm going to use my jetpack. Wait, I don't need to roll to use a jetpack.
No, you just do it.
I'm rolling my jetpack. I guess so I go, and I have to do a reflex save again?
Yes, do another one, and I'll say the DC's lower this time because you know what's there.
Okay. I rolled lower this time, if that's any better.
What'd you get?
3 plus 10 is 13.
13's still not gonna pass. She is a tank. She is huge. It's like you're trying to squeeze between like two very
Trying to
tight
tackle a
walls.
wall.
Yeah. So you guys all once again see Gizmo slam into her for a second and then fall back in. You do have a standard action.
So yeah, in that brief moment, I try to connect one more time. I'll use my standard action to do my remote hack.
Sure.
Let's see. Maybe she'll get mad at me and, I don't know, not leave me in timeout.
Air jail.
Yeah. Okay, 17 plus... wait, no. She does a... Wait. No, yeah. What is this? Yeah, this is the remote hack. So
Yes.
It is... Target ability can attempt to... Blah, blah. Oh, a computer's engineering check, so plus 21 is 38.
38 passes. As you log in and on your data pad, you see there are a few things. You see that it just says armor in general, and it says power at 100. Everything's at power 100. You see there's one that says healing, that's at 100, and you see one that says mental control at 100.
The armor is bothering me right now. But maybe if she had more mental control. I'm just gonna yell out mental control or armor.
Mental.
Okay, I'm trying to lower mental control.
Okay, as you begin to lower it, it drops down to about 80%. Or I'm sorry, about 75%. And then you get firewalled, and error pops up saying a non-authorized user, and you get logged out again. But as that happens, Astra, right in front of you, you see Astra. Her eyes begin to she blinks a lot. And she looks at you, and from inside the mask, you hear, "Aster?" And just as she says that, she goes, "Ah!" and begins to writhe again, and readies up her hammer one more time. Gizmo, anything else?
Oh, we're just gonna shoot.
Okay, yeah.
We're just still not doing that.
You will need to do a concealment roll. You need to roll above a 5 to
Okay,
try to
so
hit.
then it passes concealment. That's
Cool.
a 6.
Go for it.
And that's another 6.
It's not gonna hit.
It wouldn't even hit me.
As you fire it, it does hit the rubble that's all around her as it's just moving around. Anything else?
That's it.
It's now her turn, as she now has her everything back once again. She will get another attunement point here, and she's going to rush over to Clem.
Oh no.
You
So
will get
she's
an opportunity
moving.
attack.
Yeah, I'm absolutely 100%. That is an 8 on the die plus 19 for a 27.
27 to hit which AC?
KAC.
Does hit.
And with that, I'm also going to spend, I believe it's 2 resolve points for sudden stop. So once I connect with that, she is not going to move as she tries to move, and I bat her back away, slashing across her for, let me see here, for 42 slashing damage.
Whew. You do that, and as it hits her, she comes to a halt as she like falls to her knees, looks back up at Clementine, like just pissed for a moment. Using that, she's going to use her reaction then from your hit to you see the fluids now begin to pass through those tubes, and where you slashed one, it shoots out a little bit, and she's going to regain some health by having these little inserts in her, juice her up a bit. This will just be easier if I do this. She gains a pretty good chunk of health back. As she does that, she now turns to look at you, and she is going to
Real quick, target of opportunity. Widget knows how to play with Aster. And so when an opportunity happens, you can make a ranged one.
go for it.
And it doesn't work. It's a 3.
Cool.
Continue.
So as she does this and she turns to you, you see that rubble behind her does fall, so her concealment is gone now. And she looks around angrily and then takes her massive hammer, points it to the edge where the hole is on the center, like in the actual bridge here, and slams it down, and you see rubble cross its way to that hole. And as it does, a black hole opens up at the center of it. I need all of you, except Gizmo, who's very far away, including you, Valio. I will need all of you to make me fortitude saving throws.
Okay. Not my good one.
Not my good one either.
You want to borrow my dice?
16.
16.
11.
11.
Fortitude?
Oh, no, you didn't need it. I'm sorry.
For Widget.
Oh, for Widget, yes, fortitude.
2 plus not a lot.
You're not going to make it, I can tell you that.
18 total.
18 total. You all fail as you are all now pulled 25 feet towards that black hole that is right there. I don't know. Does anyone? Nobody gets pulled off quite yet, but Clem, you're very close, and you are fighting that. You all have that black hole there, and you all have half movement speed as well.
Do we still have haste?
How long does he fly?
A minute.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So that is her turn. Volley, do you want to hop in?
Yes. I am going to I'm going to take some movement and move back down. And then I'm going to use harrying fire and setup strike, more specifically, to try to give a boost to the next person attacking. Ranged attack, that's a 9 plus 14 for a 20. Yeah, 23.
23. Which AC are you hitting here?
I guess that would technically be EAC.
EAC, that's not going to hit.
Well, that was useless.
You fire around, but as you begin to try to move back a bit, you feel yourself get pulled, and it just throws your shot off completely. Clem, it's your turn.
Okay. So I am going to scurry further away from the black hole.
Okay, you got half movement speed.
Well, with the haste affecting it, that makes it just
right,
normal
just
speed.
normal.
Yeah. So yeah, there's good. And then I am going to, if I can find my action sheet, there we go. Okay. So, do I want to try a combat maneuver? I'm just gonna do a full attack, you know? Just
All right.
have fun with it. Okay.
It's a little fun, you know?
Yeah.
A little bit of
A
fun.
little crazy.
My gun.
My God.
My gun.
Shoot her with my gun twice. Okay, so. Okay, alright. We've got. So 16 total for one. Then
You have a calculator next to you.
yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
And 22 for the other.
Both will miss.
Dang. I slip while I'm trying to shoot. Just dang it.
You fire into
Careful
the
with
sky. Aster.
Aster's gonna use his freebie move action
Okay.
and make a full attack.
All right. So move right up and then swing at her fully.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. Well,
It wouldn't have helped, but I
I
realized I
get
could use
my-
that move action to try to help a little more.
Then I get my second attunement point, I believe.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
One of them's a 4, so that's probably not gonna hit. The other one is a 17 plus, I believe that'd be this, 33.
33 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That will hit.
Excellent. So that's gonna be 44
Woo.
slashing damage.
Yeah. She feels that as you slash into her, she lets out a scream, and she drops to a knee for a second. And when she does, you see it looks like her the light behind her eyes appears again, and she looks up at you. And she goes, "Where am I? What's happening?"
You're trying to kill us. You need to stop. You gotta focus.
I wouldn't. And then she screams out again as she snaps back in and begins standing back up, looking down at you. Gizmo.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get back through the activate jets again.
She has not moved yet, so
Yeah, so I'll go for that reflex save.
go for it. Oh, that's cool.
Okay, that's better.
Okay.
11 plus 10 is 21.
21 will pass.
Okay.
You're able to get in and squeeze around her.
All right, and then I will try and hack her again.
Go for it.
Hopefully she'll get mad again. Natural 20.
Woo! You're in, and I'm going to say you can affect 2 things here if you want.
Okay, I get past that firewall.
You get past that firewall. So,
Okay, so I'm gonna lower mental,
okay.
then
So that
I'll-
drops down to 50.
and then I'm gonna drop healing.
You drop healing.
That was
Okay, so that
annoying.
you see that's now at 75, goes down to 50.
Okay, and then I'm gonna be like, all right, we're getting her back, and then I'm just gonna have Wizard move 30 feet, like cross the barrier again, and then just go as close as he can to Clem. And shoot. Nah, it's another 6. Loves 6s. So yep, does his best. That's my turn.
That's your turn. As it goes to your turn, the you see she begins to get some clarity again, and she goes, "Aster, you gotta get it off me. It's puppeting." And she twists her neck and writhes in pain for a second, and then she's going to make a full attack at you.
Oof.
Let's see. Need some D20s. Whoa, I'll reroll her. Okay, well, I didn't roll awesome. 27 to hit on one
Which
against
AC?
KAC.
That hits.
28, that was the lowest, I'll tell you that right now. So all 3 will hit.
Okay.
So let me do some more math here really quick. Talk amongst yourself, it's totally fine.
How's the weather? Glad to see you're not falling out of the sky anymore.
I'm back. I figured it out. I have to bounce and at an angle towards the ground. It hurts more, but I don't get kicked back in.
They really
You
need
know.
more safety rails around the portals. You know,
Yeah,
you
I
might
know.
actually falling back into them.
Get some Sposha up in this.
Aster, you get hit for 94 damage as
Ouch.
you feel it crush your knee and you feel it slam all of the air out of your lungs completely, and then finally the final one is just a punch into your against your head as you are looking down at the ground in just writhing pain.
Ouchie.
Valia.
Okay, I'm just gonna do what I can to try to end this and take another shot at her. I don't think that's gonna hit. The perception or the stealth check is gonna be a. Why can I not math? 29.
You also have a calculator.
Yeah.
That does pass.
Okay, so she's flat-footed, and then it's a 9 plus 12 plus 3, 24.
24 damage.
Yeah, against flat-footed.
Against flat-footed. Or 24 to hit or 24 damage?
24 to hit against
24
flat-footed.
Against flat-footed will hit.
Whoa.
And she is flat-footed until the start of my next turn now.
Very nice.
Numbers.
Numbers, calculator, math,
Math.
gravity. The gravity of the situation is not
It's
lost to
intense.
us.
The gravity is not lost on me.
34 Sonic.
34 Sonic. She's not looking great as you shoot into her. Her ears, you see her like grab her head and begin to writhe around. Aster, you see her eyes get that light and vanish again, like she's snapping in and out of reality, just in a complete panic. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Clementine.
Okay, I am going to hurl one of my Mark III healing serums at Aster towards the outside of him. So brings me down to okay, all right.
All right. Okay. Everything's good.
Everything's fine.
We're fine.
fine. How's Aster looking now?
Aster, take
With
this.
HP not terrible.
With stamina though?
Stamina, yeah. I mean, I have 81 stamina, thankfully.
Finally hit you for health. Took your sister, but I did it.
So 5 on the die plus 5. I pass the 5 DC to throw that accurately at you.
Okay.
So 6d8 healing.
Okay.
And then 1d6 plus 1 stamina because of my motivation expertise.
So-
68.
Okay.
Yeah, 68 will go to only your health, not your stamina.
Yeah. And then the stamina will be 6 stamina.
Okay. Anything
Alright,
else?
So I get all my health back, which is good. I'm at max. And then how much stamina, sorry?
6.
Ooh, okay.
And
I'm a big dog.
Back in action. Anything else?
And can I hide behind Widget to get partial cover?
He's like 3 times taller than you.
Yeah, you know.
I'm gonna say no, but you can
Dang.
move behind the wall that's to the right there to get partial cover that way.
Mm.
That's like how Gizmo had too.
Yeah. I think I will do that.
Okay.
Yes. And that'll be the end of my turn.
So you sprint over to behind the wall on the opposite side of her. Aster, your sister's not looking awesome.
Let me. She said to get it off of her. Aster remembers them putting this
Mm-hmm.
crown or helmet on.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a move action, I want to activate my. Is the helmet made of metal? Can I
Mhm.
tell? Okay. I want to activate my. What are they called? My Magna gloves.
Okay. Okay.
I want to try and grab her helmet, and as a standard action, can I do a standard action as a move action, or can I say as my standard action, with my hasted speed, I want to try and fly straight up with her, trying to pull that helmet off.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
It's like
Yeah.
A super jump.
Okay. Yeah. What would we do for that? Okay, I'm gonna have
Chiropractic adjustment.
it's like Mr. Incredible, where it's just she's stronger now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, do that. Give me an attack roll, because she's gonna be kind of fighting back at this. This is not with your weapon, and this is essentially non-lethal. But
Okay.
it is to try to like damage the armor here by doing that.
Gotcha. Okay. Ooh, that's a 14. That's a 16. Sorry, I can't read.
Better.
Thank you for fact checking. Plus 9 for 35.
Whew. Yeah, that's gonna hit. So what will that do is the question. You see the armor as you fly up, and you lift her up by the head. She's grabbing at your hands, trying to pull away, but you, with such determination, are able to hold strong against her as she's flailing her body. You begin to lift. The helmet begins to crack a bit, you see, and that's all you see for now, is this helmet is beginning to crack and pull as you're flying up in the air with her.
As I'm trying to just fly up. So do I have her in the air, or am I just in the air?
You have her in the air with her.
Like, I'm gonna try to get the helmet off. It's what's controlling her.
How can we help? What do we do?
I don't know.
I could pull out her legs.
She's about, I'm gonna say you're about 10 feet in the air, so you could. Anything else?
That's it.
Gizmo, back at top.
Gizmo, would you
Look
weigh her down?
I look at my arms and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do this.
Can't do it.
I can't do it.
I'm
I'll
not
be pulled
strong.
out. It's a good idea. If we
Why
had a
don't you get
crane
each
or
foot?
something. I'm gonna just try and hack her again. Maybe
Yeah.
I can help you with what I know. Okay, 15 plus 21 is 36.
Super gonna pass. As you go in, you see that there are like alarms, like the system errors are popping up, and it is just like the software itself is freaking out about this. And you see that everything inside of it is beginning to fluctuate, going up and down as it's not able to get proper readings on this. I'll tell you what happens here is you can tell. Because of that, there's a random chance of it not working now whenever she tries to do anything regarding those. But you do see that the mind one is freaking out the most out of all of them.
Gotcha. And then, so I guess that one's... I haven't targeted armor at all. Like, I can just make that a little easier for all of us. And maybe since he's trying to get the armor, I'll just bump that one.
You bump that down, and then all of you see that some of the armor, it almost loosens a bit, as if it was being held in place by like shock systems that have let it go, and they're just kind of going a little more slack.
And with my moves, since I finally don't have to try to stay where we are, I'm just gonna try it. She's already like pretty distracted, but I'm also gonna distracting hack and see if I can throw her a little more off.
Okay.
And that's a 6 plus. Computer's just probably not gonna do it. 27 against her like sense motive DC thing.
That's just short. It's not gonna pass.
All right, there's a lot I'm trying to do at the same time with her.
Yes.
And then we're just gonna try to shoot. Maybe try to get one shot off.
Maybe not get a 6.
That's a 17.
Yay!
All right, plus 12.
That'll hit. You're good.
Okay. So 3d4. 1 4 is 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 4 14.
14 damage. She is looking worse for wear. She is looking close to ending it here. Is there anything else?
That's it. I'm like, all right, I think the arm should come off or something. I don't know.
As it's her turn, you see her moat pops up again. And even that is beginning to waver and grow and shrink rapidly. As you are both flying in the air, she's going to grab your neck and begin to squeeze. But as she's doing that, you see the moat shoots off down onto the ground. And you see 3 black holes all open up, all off of the edge of this, off the interstate here. All of you except Aster are going to need to make me fortitude saving throws to not get pulled into these.
Oh no.
Same as last time, I got 11.
11, not great.
I got that one.
Not good.
Okay, Widget got 13 plus 2, 15. And then Gizmo got a 3 plus 8 is 11.
So, Gizmo, you see there's a barricade at the edge of this interstate here that he slams against. All 3 of you get fully pulled off of the ground and flung at this black hole. And just as you are about to enter the black hole, it closes and you begin free falling off of the interstate. All three of you.
Could I? Oh, wait.
Okay. Well, she's gonna do one more thing. She's gonna make an attack on you, Aster, as she is literally strangling you. So let me see. 40.
Yeah, that hits.
Let's see. Oops. That is 23 damage as she is just gripping around your neck here.
What kind of damage is that? Would that be
Bludgeoning, I would say, I guess.
bludgeoning?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that I have
Resistance.
resistance. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be 23 bludgeoning damage, then you add your resistances.
18. So 18. Okay, I'm not doing awful.
As you see your friends are all falling off of this interstate, she's gripping on tightly, and you see that there are sparks shooting out of this suit, and you see blood is now just dripping and raining down her forehead. Her face is just coated in blood.
Lovely.
Valia, you're free falling.
Is there any chance I could say that because I was hasted, could I use a move action to try to grab something right before falling
I'm
off?
afraid not.
Okay.
You currently do have sights on her because she's 10 feet in the air and you are about 5 feet below the interstate, so you can see her there.
I'm not sure what to do.
I knew we should have gotten that remote that summons the ship to us.
Yeah.
You know, you live and learn,
Or,
should've paid
you
extra
know,
for that.
maybe I don't.
but you learn. And knowing's half the battle.
You learn and you die.
Oh, man. Ooh.
Well, let me ask, do you have any idea what you're gonna do?
No.
So I could wait or something, or
Good.
Does Widget have a jetpack?
Widget does have a jetpack. You might be able to grab you.
Arcadis for the chat. I mean, falling max is at 20d6, so theoretically you could only end up taking 20 damage.
Yeah, people fall out of a plane and live.
Yeah. That happened in Iron Man 3. We all saw that scene. This is just like Iron Man 3.
Just like
It's
it.
got a person in an iron suit and everything.
Wow.
I mean, I guess I can. I guess I would have already been like trying to aim. I guess so. If I've still got a shot, I can try to just make one last shot.
Yes,
Hope
I'm
it
gonna
counts.
say you've got like a -2 circumstance bonus here to being kind of flung out.
Okay. No.
Unfortunately, yeah, you just get pulled out, and as you are trying to catch the aim, you shoot, and it's just not fast enough as it hits the side of the interstate, and you are free falling.
And I guess we've never really established how these work, but can I use the move action to just try to use the communication, the personal comm units to just be like, help?
Yep, that's
Assuming
fine.
it's kind of
Yeah.
like-
I'm assuming that you guys can free talk. You have like earpieces you can use to talk to each other. So.
I'm hoping it's kind of like more like a walkie-talkie. So maybe if anybody else heard us,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
just
say
kind of
for
like
move action, you could do like a
broadcast,
public
sort of.
one, yeah. Clementine, what's your plan here?
I'm gonna like call over to Widget and be like, Widget, can your jetpack handle twice your weight?
Yeah, I believe so.
Get Valia.
I'll Google.
I don't know. I don't know about volume.
If it can handle two of you, it should be able to handle you and Valia. Don't worry about me.
No, Captain.
That's an order.
All right. Anything else?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Aster, your friends have flung off, and your sister is currently strangling you.
Can I move the both of us?
If you give me an athletics check,
Okay.
I will. I will say you can. You pass.
What is that? That is a
13.
13 on the die plus 19. 32.
32 definitely passes.
I want to use. You can determine if I have reduced movement, or I don't know if I can have my full movement.
Let's see with a 32, your full movement here.
So I'm gonna fly with her, with my 60 feet currently still hasted, closer to my falling friends.
Okay.
And would you consider that my move action?
Yes. You
And my
moved.
standard-
So I would
am I-
say
okay.
that.
Okay, cool. My standard action, I am gonna keep trying to just pull that helmet off as best I can.
Sure.
Do you still have the haste for a second move action?
I mean, yeah, you said the haste lasts
Oh,
A minute. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you could do a second move action.
Okay, that is 16 on the die. You said this was an attack roll
Yes.
last time? Okay. 19 for 35.
35, you see wires are beginning to shoot out as the helmet is beginning to lift off, and you can see the bottom of her chin. And as you're doing that, you see her eyes kind of like flash back to herself, and she lets go of your neck, and she goes, "Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, be better! Help me fight it!
As she puts her hands down and the hammer drops, she begins to like kind of pass out a bit, and at the last moment she wakes up and the hammer reappears in her hand. Gizmo.
Okay. For Gizmo's turn, he's gonna run. I have 60 feet. Yeah, I go haste. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
run
haste, yeah.
and just jump off to grab volley. Widget is not strong. Widget has a strength of 6.
Okay.
I'm gonna just jump off and try and see if I can catch up the volley.
All right. So as your move, I'm gonna say for your standard, if you want to like put your arms together, just
Yeah,
to
try to get
like
to, like-
do like the Rock, like
Yeah.
what's his stupid superhero movie called?
Black
Black Adam. Yeah, you
Yeah.
do that pose. You just dive bomb down.
And then Widget's gonna grab onto Clem.
Okay.
And are we 30 feet away from where we fell at this point, or no?
Yes, you would be now.
Then activate jump jets and get on
All right.
back onto.
Yep, you're able to pull Valia back up on.
Pull Clem back up.
Oh,
wait,
Clem.
Wait, I was able to get to Valia too.
You already? You said Valia when you first jumped. So were you?
When I
over
first
Valia?
jumped, I was just
Gizmo.
hoping just at least to grab onto because I have I can just maybe
Okay,
as
so
we fall
Gizmo's holding on to who then?
to Valia, and
Okay.
Widget's holding on to Clem.
So Gizmo is able to pull Valia up. I'll say back up onto the.
Okay.
The
Can I
thing.
do the same with Gizmo. With Widget.
Does Widget have a jetpack?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know Widget had one. yeah, you can do
That
that.
was the last mod I got.
Oh, it's great timing.
Word choice, yeah.
Yes, you're able to pull them back up, and as you now both see Aster and Astra just kind of duking it out below the interstate here. Anything else?
No, that was standard moves.
It's now Astra's turn. She has this hammer in hand, and the only thing in front of her that's preventing her from doing what she needs, she's going to make another full attack on you. It's a natural 20. And then the lowest one I got here was
Hey, I'm gonna spend 2 resolve points, make that natural 20, not a natural 20.
okay.
Please don't hurt me.
Okay, got it. So no crit effects like you did, like Valia did.
Yeah, and
Smart.
it's just a regular hit.
All right. So the lowest here is 36 to hit you.
Yeah.
All right. One more time, talk amongst yourselves. Let's do some math.
This is the first time I've used jump jets, and it was really helpful. There hasn't been a situation for it.
Oh man.
That is a total of 101 damage.
No.
As she slams the hammer, just keeps whacking you against the head.
Aster's out.
Aster falls unconscious and is free falling currently with Astra right there. Astra's actually going to, with how much damage you've done to this helmet, she's going to make a will saving throw to try to break free of the suit of armor here. Astra, you begin falling, and the world darkens around your eyes, and you feel yourself slipping in and out of consciousness. And as this hammer makes contact directly with you, and you are looking up at your sister, in her final moments here, you see her rip off the helmet fully and dive bomb down towards you, embracing you fully as you fall unconscious. Combat has ended as you all see Aster and Astra beginning to fall down, and after a moment you see them curve back up as Astra is now holding an unconscious Aster in her arms, and she goes down onto the interstate and puts him down, and she looks around at all of you. She goes, can you heal him?
I pull up my bag of healing serums. Yeah, let's do it quick.
Volley is definitely still aiming, not really sure that she's back to not being this suit.
She puts Aster down, and she looks around at you, and she goes, okay, good, and she falls unconscious right next to him as well.
Aster, don't you quit on me. And I'm gonna start just like dumping my healing serums one after the other on Aster, and then like one on Astra, and so I'm gonna use 3 of them. How much health points does Aster have at max?
A lot.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna dump 3 of them on
Nice.
Aster.
67. That's HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
So 3 rounds of 68 for you, and then 1 for Astra. And then I'm gonna see if either of them needs more.
So how much? Sorry.
So 6d8 times 3, which would be 18 d8.
18. Yes.
Yeah.
I think you're fully healed.
Surely the math would. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fully healed.
Hey, look at that. Aster, you are being kind of waterboarded with potions or serum. But you wake up feeling fully rejuvenated as you cough up what serum was being dumped on you. And you see your friends looking around you concerned.
Did we get? And then I see Astra, which is she still unconscious on the ground, or did you give her the potion yet?
I gave her one of the potions, yeah.
You see her unconscious on the ground.
Astra's gonna pull out one of his own big boy healing serums and pour it to Astra. And that's gonna, let's see, so that's just a 68.
Here, before you do the math, I'll just tell you, as you pour it down onto her, you see that the wounds are healing, but she still remains fully unconscious.
Is she dying?
Give me a medicine check.
I should be good at that, but I'm not.
Or a life science check, I'm sorry.
I'm more awful at that.
Either one. You're crazy.
That's a 15, 19 total.
19 total. She is not dying. She is unconscious and clearly has gone through a lot physically as well as mentally, because who knows how long she was truly in that armor.
Aster's gonna look at all of his comrades and say, We gotta get her on the ship and regroup.
Yeah.
Let's go back
Yeah.
to the ship and pepper.
As we start moving, Volley is definitely recovering from this near-death experience. Extremely grateful to Gizmo for saving her. It's like, thank you. If we all make it out of this, everybody needs to get some of those jet boots.
And therapy.
Therapy. And as we get onto the ship, we should like you were already hacking her
Yeah.
armor, right? We should probably make sure it can't come back on. Like,
Yeah.
And then I guess as we're getting on, I want to try to see if there's like any any kind of tracking devices that might, so that if we get her on the ship,
Yeah.
to know whether anybody would follow us.
Give me computers or engineering.
Natural 1. I'm still very scared.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, dude. Yeah, you look and it just seems like just pure metal all over it with some wiring that as you try to like pull on any of the sheets, it's way too strong for you to actually get a look.
I'm just
good look
freaking
under
out.
there.
I'm like, I can't focus. Let's get on the ship.
You all carry her onto the ship.
Yeah.
You all find yourself on the ship. Aster, you bring her to the med bay, I assume. As you put her down, is anyone else going with him, or what's everyone doing now?
I think I follow with him.
I'm probably gonna just start piloting somewhere. Not
Okay.
really,
So
not
you have to
really
pick up
sure.
Chip
Just
still.
somewhere.
You,
Yeah, I'll just start fixing the ship.
We should
Still
probably
in
get
a
back
mess.
to,
Yes.
to Pepper and
Yeah.
Chip.
Send them a message and
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
how that's going.
as you begin to fly away, Aster, you put her down on the med bay, and as she lays there for a second, her eyes begin to slowly open, and she grabs your hand, and she goes, "Hi,"
Hi.
and she laughs, and she goes, "It's so nice to see you again."
You kicked my ass again.
She laughs and she kind of like hits and grabs her side. She goes, "Oh, yeah." She looks at herself. You kind of kicked my ass here too.
You're just gonna hug her, embrace her.
She hugs you back, and she goes, "Oh, get the armor off me."
Just gonna start just trying to rip it off.
She goes, "Thank you, Aster. Thank you," and she falls unconscious one more time.
Okay, she's safe. And he's just kind of watch over her as best he can.
I'm gonna pat your shoulder while you're trying to get the armor off and stuff. You did great up there.
Oh, man, we all almost died. For real.
We would have been doomed without you.
Yeah, well, I got knocked out first, so I wasn't much help, but I tried.
Don't say that.
As you kind of just slump in a chair, and you all begin making your way back to Chip.
I was going to say, as I'm kind of coming back to reality,
Sure.
And realizing that there was a lot of attention, like, I want to kind of try to fly in like a zigzag route, maybe go through tunnels and stuff, because presumably there would have been police helicopters and ships and stuff
Yeah.
still around. So
Yeah,
I
you
wanna,
definitely started hearing like police sirens at the end of there.
Really try to do everything I can to just be evasive, hidden,
Okay.
or just kind of get anybody to lose our trail.
Yeah, I'll give you piloting or stealth if you want to try to roll either one of those.
Time out.
Timeout dice.
My dice. Okay.
It worked.
That's 11 plus my result. Why is mine not? 32.
32, yeah, you're able to find kind of more or less busy alleys in the kind of more areas that the dragon was destroying. It seems to be the less populated ones, as everyone's focused on getting the people who are immediately in danger safe. And as you are flying around, you do see that there are plenty of cops around, as well as news choppers and news drones taking photos anywhere they can. And you all begin flying back to Chip to see if he's safely out of Elias's little trap there. And that, my friends, is where we will end this episode of Secrets Between the Stars. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Next week, the finale, season 2 for Secrets. Very exciting. I'll be sad you guys survived this fight. Did you get hit once? You got thrown through the portal.
I also got hit real hard by.
Okay, you didn't get hit then, right?
Correct.
Yes, you were just kind of thrown around a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a good job surviving, everyone. Proud of you guys.
It's a close one.
It was a close one. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining, and thank you so much for watching. If you like the show, you can support us on Patreon. $5 a month gets you access to our post shows that we do. Each show we have has a post show where we just kind of sit down and chit chat for a little while. And I know what you're thinking. He just said each show. We have several shows, baby. We've got Strange Aeons Saturdays at 3 p.m. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday at 3 p.m. Kevin and Marcus, as well as Sully, who's not here today, is on that show. They are going through a like Cthulhu horror story. It's a fun time that everyone has over there. It's just as fun as it is over here currently.
It's an undeniably good time.
I would say. We also have a magic show that you can watch if you would like. Every other Thursday, we play some. We normally play Commander. We do magic tricks.
Do you ever say, "Is this your card?"
I say, "Is this your card?" And they go, "How'd you steal that?" I didn't bring that deck today. Yeah, if you like it, you can watch us there every other Thursday. We normally play Commander. We did Draft last time. That was pretty fun. Thank you again to Pocket Bard for sponsoring the stream and giving us all of our sound effects and everything. And music and ambiance. They're a great app that I highly, highly, highly recommend you download. Sully's in chat. Hi, Sully.
Sully.
And good night, Sully. Good night, everybody.
We all died.